think we got a guest. Somebody pulled up on us. You know? Also, been here before. That's crazy. Okay. Yo, what up?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm trying to, let me do this.
Okay.
I
Don't
can
get
see
too
you
far.
better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's
you're
supposed to see
Gucci.
me too.
Yeah, okay. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good.
You don't have to say that either, because it has so
know,
many
right?
implications.
It
When you,
does.
I shouldn't do that. I have to keep stopping it because you put people on the spot with that question.
I actually have a funny story about that
Hmm.
because I recently actually grappled with this myself.
Hmm.
But the whole "how are you" question.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, my mom, we were together, and like I guess she had introduced me to maybe like a coworker or something of hers, and the guy was like, "How you doing?" And I was just like, not so great actually. And I think I was like maybe like 7
Oh
years
yeah,
old.
you're so honest. Then.
Yeah. And my mom like pulled me aside. Well, first she like laughed awkwardly because she was like, "Oh, that's funny." Like I didn't think she'd say that. And then she like pulled me off to the side and she was just like, when people ask that question, like you're not supposed to say that. So yeah, I like remember that for the rest of my fucking life.
You're not supposed to say it, right? You're not supposed to. People
you're
don't.
not supposed to say I'm doing terrible because then the other person's gonna be like, "Oh, you want to talk about it or something?"
Right, because that's interesting because now we got to do that work to lie to them because they asked a question that they don't want a real answer
Why
to.
do we have to lie to people?
Because nobody wants to hear. That's why no one wants to hear the truth. That's why you always have to lie to people. Nobody. See, if people were able to, if wanting to hear the truth was cool, people be telling the truth all the time.
They would be. They would be. And they probably wouldn't have as many like friends and stuff.
Yeah. I guess another word for it is expose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's why, and that is that's definitely at least probably a LA life, if not anybody else's. Everybody just kind of fronting.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe this is my own issue, but like, so I was just telling Chillian over here, I went to Vermont this past weekend with some friends, and, like, I think a realization I made after the weekend was like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that maybe I like, don't tell certain things to my friends, like, about themselves, because I just think it would, like, hurt too much. And I feel like, I'm just like, man, I just hope that they can just do the work, like, themselves. Like, I'm here to listen and everything, but I don't really, like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like some things aren't up to me to tell them because it would just be, like, really, like, just put a big one out there for you. Why don't you marinate with that, huh? Yeah, I just told you how it is. So, yeah, I don't know. Just a realization I made this past weekend. Lots of realizations. I feel like COVID has made us think a lot more. Because I used to think a lot. Like, I'm a thinker, but this brain, I just don't stop.
What kind of things you've been thinking about?
Oh my God. Well, truthfully, since not a lot of people are watching this right now.
No. It's really just us
I can
talking
just
to each
say
other.
this.
Yeah.
No, like I have been thinking about like what a future life looks like for me, because like it kind of stopped at some point. Like it felt a little dead in the water, I suppose.
Interesting.
And that's mostly, it has a lot to do with the pandemic. Obviously, a lot of us had things that we were about to do, things maybe about to take off, or like you're on a trajectory of some sort, and then all of a sudden it's just like, no. And some of us pushed through and still managed to figure out how to do things during the pandemic. But for me, I was just like, I was in acting classes, and they were like, acting on Zoom. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I was really enjoying doing it in person with people, like looking them in the eyes and everything.
Yeah.
And being able to touch them.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, like I guess I've just been thinking about, since it now feels like a possibility, and I've been seeing somebody recently, I've been now thinking like, oh my God, do I want to get married? Oh my God, do I want to have a child? Like,
Okay.
that's,
Yeah.
those weren't thoughts
They're
really
not thoughts
Like,
before.
they were, but they
Interesting.
didn't feel solidified at all. Or like, oh, this is a person I could see myself legit having a child with. So, yeah.
I think if it was on your mind while during that lockdown, I think it was important.
Well, it wasn't during the lockdown. This hasn't been until the past month. The lockdown was like more like survival type shit. Like where I was thinking, oh, should I get married because this person has a stable job and like I could get health insurance and you know whatever, which is like kind of messed up when I think back on it. Like we've all thought like that before.
Yeah,
100%
100% so. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. That's first off. That's what marriage is for a lot of people. You know, marriage is. You know. It's a contract, and sometimes it's a good business plan.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought of marriage as very legal. Like it's
you can
legal
think, you can think of it. You can. It's kind of how you want to use it. So anyway, what I'm trying to say that if marriage can be a business deal, and that's supposed to be the defining factor of love, then when you're dating somebody, it makes sense why somebody would be thinking about that. Yeah, putting that together.
I think it's so weird, like us talking about this now with when you said like the definition of marriage, and it's kind of just funny in my head that before when I was thinking about marriage from like more of a
Brooklyn, New York, everybody.
Great neighborhood of Bushwick. Yeah, when I was thinking about it before, I was just like, oh, I would. It's just literally a legal thing. You're signing in with somebody. You're making a business deal in a way, and then there's love wrapped around it, of course, and the celebration of that.
Or vice versa.
And then there's the vice versa. And now I feel very vice versa, where I'm like, I am thinking more so about the just making a commitment to another person and how that is like a very romantic thing to do, and how I didn't think like that before. And yeah, I'm like, I'm into it now. But the legal part does kind of freak me out. I mean, my parents, they divorced when I was 2, and then my parents got remarried and have had lots of difficulties with their marriages and like whatever, normal. But just as far as legal stuff, I've paid attention to that. I'm just like, okay, separate bank accounts, because I don't play that.
Really? Like I was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go to separate bank account, bro.
Yeah.
That must mean you're making a lot of money. That's what it is. You're yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing that bad.
Go ahead now.
I am a small percentage of millennials that actually have savings. Yeah, I feel pretty proud about that.
That's what's up.
My dad's definitely proud about that too.
That's proud. I mean, shit. I love that. And yeah, shit. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, protect that. Protect that. I ain't mad at that.
My dad said when I was a kid, like too little to even understand this, he would just be like, no man's ever gonna marry you if you don't have good credit.
Very old school.
I know, very old school. And that's another thing that stuck with me. Thanks, Dad.
He should have been. You have any brothers?
No, I'm an only child.
Only a child. Oh, that's right. So yeah. So like that sounds like good advice for sons. Like only marry a woman that has good credit, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say versus telling you that that's going to happen. I don't really think. Do you feel that? What age do you feel like? How long are you gonna have to be with someone before you like? At what point do you merge bank accounts? What's that? What is that?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if there's like you can put an age on it. I guess it's just like how long the relationship has gone on, and because that, like I could see maybe so.
That's real marriage.
Yeah.
I don't think you're married until you merge bank accounts.
Yeah, no, I'm not into the marriage and money.
Yeah, I think that is what that's the true testament. It's like we love each other. Okay, you have a kid. Okay, well we also got to put these bank accounts together. We're gonna put our bodies together to put the bank account. I don't have. It's not like that with me, but I'm just saying like that seems to be what a real serious test would be for people.
No, it is that and
That's
going
crazy.
to IKEA.
That's real talk. That's real talk. That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, it's that is part of it. And well, so my dad actually did that with my stepmom. They had separate bank accounts, and their relationship fell apart for different reasons. So, you know, maybe it's possible. And yeah, my dad. I use my dad as an example for the type of relationship that I would like to have personally.
So you do want to get married?
Married.
Kids?
Yeah, I at least want a celebration of love with someone else. Whether that be, you know, it could be a domestic partnership even too. Like I could be down with something like that. I'm just down for like less glue.
Word. Yeah.
I'm like, and maybe that is like maybe that's just my own trauma. Like I'm sure it is. That is what it is. Because you don't just think like this. I mean, everyone's doing it, you know. It's like, but I'm just kind of like, and yeah, it's just from like what I've seen in my family. I mean, literally everyone on my dad's side too, like wow. Single parents and stuff like that too. So I don't know. I guess I'm like scarred from other people's experiences.
That would make you hesitant about getting married, or make you go into getting married?
Make me hesitant, for sure. Hesitant. Very hesitant.
How many good examples do we have of it?
Of a good marriage?
Divine union. And I'll let you put the Obamas in there if you want.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, like I'm not really in anyone's
business like that.
Once again, the wonderful neighborhood of Bushwick, ice cream trucks.
Yeah, so we're.
Is this the hello one?
Hello, yeah.
Oh, it's not the hello one.
Oh, they didn't have it. It was supposed to have, yeah. That was the hello beat though.
Yeah, it might be the hello beat. Actually, you know what? I do know the hello beat, and it's
that's not
that
it.
one.
It wasn't that one.
I
Okay.
can do it all for you guys,
okay, we'll do it after the.
Yeah. We'll close out with that. Yeah. Okay. So good marriages. Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, like, let me just think in my own life. Like, okay, I mean, I just like what my dad has with his new girlfriend. I'll just say that. And like, they've only been seeing each other for 2 years. But it's, to me, just seemed like the most mature relationship so far that he's had.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, I really do mean that. I think that he probably has had other mature relationships too, but like, him and my mother were married when they were pretty young, or like my mom was pretty young. She had me at 23, 23 and a half, going on 24. But yeah, like I don't know, the women that my dad has dated, because I've been through a few of them, Marjorie, AKA Satan, that's what he calls her.
Yeah, that's a tell sign that might not work
that's a
out
tell right there, right?
the exact way you might have
see that.
planned.